Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, a happy Sunday to you all, or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, happy whatever day of the week it may be. Today's a very exciting day for me because, well, today's the day I'm kind of celebrating channel milestone here on the channel. 5,000 channel subscribers. That's tremendously exciting indeed. I'm not usually a big numbers person, but to see like a very big number of that magnitude for something that I've been doing is kind of cool to see. So thank you to each and every one of you who has joined in on the adventure at some point, whether you stuck around or whether you're just here for like a one and only type of dealio. Still appreciate you nonetheless. But to celebrate, well, as you can see down there, we're going to run another one of those artist marathons. We did a couple last year. We did one for From9, and then we did one for Lucy. Well, I guess we technically did three because we did one for Dreamcatcher as well. But Dreamcatchers was for their anniversary, and we just marathoned all of their MVs, title track MVs in chronological order. Took like 2.5 hours, my goodness. And then we did a From9 one. We did all the title tracks, and then we delved even further into like B-sides and OSTs and stuff like that. I don't know if we'll do that for On and Off, and the other group that I plan on doing this with. And same with Lucy. We did all the MVs, and then we did like their most important songs and stuff like that, following us finishing Superband. And yeah, I figured we'll take a little day to celebrate. I know we have quite a big back catalog of stuff to watch, but I wanted to take this weekend to celebrate a little bit. So, Artist Marathon with one of the boy groups that I have fallen in love with in recent times, On and Off. They have provided musical just genius every single time. And admittedly, I haven't been around that long in this corner of the K-pop world. As well, my first to give you a little bit of background before we start, my first exposure into On and Off that I knew was On and Off was watching Kaya, or the Safe Cave, watch the MV for Your Song. And I listened to the song and was like, oh, this song's really good. And then that must have been around Christmas time in 21, or 22, sorry. Last year in 2023, we had viewer requests. Someone in the community requested On and Off We Must Love. We watched that MV. I realized that I'd actually heard clips of the song before. I just didn't know that it was an On and Off song. And then, fast forward even more, of course, the Korean members came back from the military service. We had the Love Effect era with Love Effect and the same titled EP, and then very recently, admittedly, how long ago must have this been? Like probably a week ago at most, we had By My Monster and Beautiful Shadow, that album that dropped, and it's just been a absolutely tremendous ride. So we're gonna start all the way from the beginning. On Off, their debut title, and then just go in order. Korean titles, there's gonna be 12 of them. So this week, down there, this installment, we're going to go On Off, into Complete, into We Must Love, into Why. Now, On Off and Complete are, I'm pretty sure, going to be entirely fresh for me. We Must Love, of course, we've covered on the channel already once before, and then Why was a song that I saw multiple times in the comment section of By My Monster, so that one I'm very excited to get into. And then part 2, Succumvit Swimming, or Succumvit Swimming, I don't actually know what the pronunciation for that song is. Beautiful, Beautiful, Ugly Dance, and Popping, which I reckon might be kind of a roller coaster in terms of music. I'm pretty familiar with Popping. Beautiful, Beautiful, I know the hook. That's about it. And maybe the chorus. And then last part is going to be what's probably most familiar to me, Goosebumps, Your Song, Love Effect, and By My Monster. Well, that should be pretty cut and dry, pretty quick. And yeah, that'll be it for the title tracks for On and Off. So, Fuses, welcome aboard. Let's get started. Here we go! Oh man, I am so excited. I should preface, I am still struggling with members' faces. Specifically, Sungjun, I guess JS at this point in their careers, Yu, and Ishin. These are the three that I just cannot for the life of me figure out. I feel like marathoning this, I will eventually get there. It's like, it took me a hot minute to learn Kepler. And I've been following them since debut, and it took me like 7-8 months. So either way, I'm here to learn and I'm here to take in some good music. I can also only apologize if you can hear the wind in the background. It is a balmy 29 degrees outside today here in the Japans, and I have windows open because I'm too tight in the wallet to turn on the AC. Plus, I like a nice good breeze in the house. So here we go. On Off, song number 1, their debut song. Very excited to check it out. So here we go. Big camera ting. Wow, Hyojin has not aged a whole lot, has he, in 7 years? I was gonna say, that's not Minkin. Who? Am I tripping, or are there 7 members right now? Oh! So they debuted with this vein of EDM music. Okay. So I guess EDM has always been in ONF's blood, hasn't it? I should know your face. Are you Ishin or are you Yu? Oh god. There are 7 members, right? I'm not tripping. Oh, after I finish watching this, I'm gonna go on like a K-pop wiki or something and figure this out, because... Okay, genuinely? The On and Off members have aged well. Because this is 7 years ago? Almost? Yeah, they've aged really well. And I'm not one to usually talk about faces and stuff, but also this song definitely shows its age, because like the genre and the style of EDM they're using is very much like 2017 for me. Whoa, okay. Okay, so On and Off have always been doing the experimental kind of song structures. I've noticed we haven't seen really a whole lot, if any, of Wyatt yet. Hello, Wyatt. I was wondering where you were, sir. Wow. Okay, so On and Off have always had that EDM sound locked in. Okay, I understand now. Getting members and faces together. It's like the members I know I can see so clearly. It's like, Hyojin, genuinely, Hyojin has not aged a whole lot. Same with MK, has not aged. I mean, Minkyun, I guess, now, but yeah, that's crazy. And even like the members that I don't know the names of, their faces look very familiar to me. And oftentimes, if it's a group that's been around for this long, like what, this was August 2017, so coming up to 7 years ago, and their faces still look roughly the same. Sometimes you come across groups where it's like, there's no way you are the same like Maknae from 8 years ago. On and off, I can pretty much piece together who's who. I just need to get names to faces now. But the faces look familiar. Bar one, because I'm pretty sure there's 7 members here. So I'm gonna do some research real quick. Give me a second. Okay, so I'm not tripping. They did debut as 7. Did not know that. Let's see. We Must Love Laon's departure. Okay, so Laon is the former member. Laon from We Must Love. I want to see some. Ah, so you are the one in the room, aren't you? You're Where can I find? That's you, isn't it? That's... Yeah, okay. What position? Vocal? Oh, so he wasn't too long. Okay. It's always sad when a member leaves like this, isn't it? Admittedly, I don't know like what the tiny little details were behind it because I wasn't in the fandom at the time, but never fun when a group loses a member. I've been through way too many member departures and disbandments in my time, so I understand entirely. Okay. Now, the other member... Okay, you, Seungjun, and Ishin. Faces. Jaeus, I feel like, on and off. On, off. I guess we'll pull up that poster for everyone, right? That's not a very good quality picture, is it? And then... Oh, that's Laon. I need you. Welcome to the learning part. Okay. So you is the one that raps for a portion in on-off, then. If we're going by process of elimination, you rap on this song, don't you, you? Oh god, I can't find it now. Oh no. So that's you. Okay. That's a little bit more of a distinct face. It kind of reminds me of... I don't know why, but like... Oh god. The Rose. Why can I... Oh no, I've forgotten... Oh... Wusung from The Rose. That reminds me of Wusung a little bit. Okay, these two... okay, so Ishin... I feel like I'll eventually get Jaeus and give it a couple songs. And then Ishin I feel like is going to be process of elimination moving forward, which I can only apologize for, because that's never a nice way to learn a member, but I'm struggling here, boys. I'm struggling here. But the song, though... Man, I haven't heard this genre of EDM in a hot minute. It's like, It Ain't Me, like, heavy on the vocoded synths. This part. And then you've got the kind of sudden instrumental kicks and weird melody changes that stylistically vary on and off for me. Especially this bridge here. And someone's on the ground. Is this like a reoccurring thing when it comes to on and off MVs? Because I know for a fact this is going to happen again later down the road with popping, but like people getting hurt and or possibly passing away in on and off MVs, is this going to be a recurring theme? Anyways. Very cool song to start with. And now knowing like the very like most recent part of their discography, I can see why they're very comfortable with a punchy EDM sound, because they've been doing it since they were babies, even though I'm pretty sure all of them are older than me. Anyways, so that's the point. Next up, Complete. Again, this should be a fresh song for me, so let's learn it some things. Oh, I like it already. Hold on. Punchy synths. It's bright, nice electro feel to it. Okay, yeah, now that I know who Yu and like what his face looks like, Yu's very distinguishable for me. Oh, this is a party tune. Hello. Hello, saxophone. Oh, Wyatt, I hear you back there. Wyatt has such a cool kind of rap technique where he doesn't change his tones, but the brightness changes so well. Like, the instrumental is bright, his delivery can be bright, but his actual delivery and his tone doesn't really change. And yet he can stylistically switch gears so easily. It's so cool. That's nice. And y'all know how much I love a saxophone. Wyatt Wyatt with the spear into the pool. Oh, get saucy with the Hyojin. You complete. Ooh. What a tasty re-entry. Oh, no, we don't get there if we go straight into the sax part. Oh, that drone shot's giving me a little bit of vertigo. Wow. Now that's a banger. What time of year did this drop? Oh, June. It's a summer tune. Of course it is. Because that brightness and that energy can only be a summer release. And On and Off, boy, do they know how to do a song like that. Man. And that's their first comeback? That's really good for a first comeback. Oh my goodness. It's definitely a more straightforward song than some of the more complex works. But I don't really care. The vibes are great. It's got such a brightness to it. It's bright and plucky, for one. But overall, it's just so terrifically, what do you call it? Bright. But it's the type of bright where it's not like exhausting or overwhelming. You just want to get up and move with it. And that's great. Especially for a summer tune. Hell yes. Nice. Oh, We Must Love. Now, we're very familiar with this song here on the channel. We got this as part of the viewer request last year, and that was kind of what really one of the pieces of kindling that got the fire that is my love and appreciation for On and Off started. And back then, I didn't know this was an On and Off song. I knew the EDM like post-chorus hook, and then you'll see in my original video to it. how I'm like, my brain clocks onto the fact that I have heard this song before. It's like, oh, this is an on and off song. I didn't know this was an on and off song, or something to that extent, as the draft has switched directions. Oh my goodness. I may close that back window. Hold on, give me a sec. I've closed about 90% of it, so hopefully the draft coming in and out isn't as prominent or as intrusive. But we must love. I'm very familiar with this song, so this won't be like fresh. But it's never a bad thing to go back to a song, because admittedly, I haven't seen the MV a whole lot, and this is a song that, even though it is on my playlist, Spotify doesn't shuffle back to a whole lot, which doesn't help considering my Spotify K-pop playlist is over 2,200 songs long now. But that's besides the point. Here we go. I'm gonna turn this one probably into a little bit of karaoke. Right away. And what's really cool is, based off of the comments from, you know, Buy My Monster and how that was a little bit dramatic, this is also a little bit darker and dramatic compared to Complete, isn't it? Okay, so Lawan is still around in this era. Yeah, because up until this, like, it's still kind of dark and dramatic. It's a little bit, like, mysterious, isn't it? Man, what a drop though. You get 2 for the price of 1. I don't remember that transition. Yeah, now that I've established like who Yu is and what he looks like, I can't fathom how I couldn't get him earlier. That's really weird. Oh yeah. Double dose of Wyatt? Why do I not remember this part either? It's like, it's still got that EDM flavor, big EDM flavor, but man, does it hit a little bit differently. What's really cool about Minkyun's voice is you just know immediately when he's singing. So, lots of elements of Lawan kind of disappearing, or like the members disappearing from Lawan in this MV. Is that connected in some way to his departure from the group? We must love. Or is that entirely coincidence? Because if that's written in, that's very well written in. But, man, yeah. We Must Love, like, I feel like I won't have a whole lot to say about this one, just because I'm pretty familiar with the song at this point. But, man, God, that drop is so good. Like, go again. Like, that on its own is a terrific drop for a chorus. But it's not over yet, because we get 2 for the price of 1. and man, does it hit pretty hard. Like, it is a punchy, lots of vocoded synth work going on too. Also, that like knee drop at the moment of silence in the choreo, damn, does that hit hard too. Boom. That little reverse like vocal transition thing, I don't think I clocked the first time around. If I did, I don't remember me clocking it the first time around, but man, is that a little bit spooky too. Oh, oh my goodness. Okay. And then this one, Why? Now, Why is a song that I was suggested in the comment section from By My Monster, if I remember correctly, as being another in the line of the dark and dramatic that On and Off have done previously. And, well, I'm very excited to get into it because this was received very well in the comment section of By My Monster. So, here we go. Let's see what I've been missing out on.
또 사라져버리면 다음에 언제 다시 만날지 모르니까.
Oh, this is different. Hold on.
그리고 좀 올게 모른 척 해줘 이번 한 번뿐이야. 감당할 수 없을 만큼 너라는 존재가 날 끌어당기지.
Oh, this, it is dark and mysterious. Hold on. Let it cook. What? Synth strings? Hello. Wow. You know what? I understand why this song has been brought up alongside By My Monster. Oh, okay, let the beat chug a little bit. Alright, Wyatt, cook on it one time. It's not as dark as I thought it was going to be, but it certainly is dramatic. It's heavy. It's like every single beat in the song is heavy. The way the song grows has a ton of weight behind it. And if I had to go from like a purely like dark point of view, this is dark. But it still retains that on and off EDM character, doesn't it? Whoa! Wow. Okay, I understand why kept being brought up alongside By My Monster, because that is different, and it's I think a really cool progression that you start off with a song like On Off, you go complete, Summer, bright, and then every single era following that, We Must Love, kind of tone down the brightness a little bit. Why tone down the brightness again? And now you're left with a song that still has that EDM flavor to it, but has so much heaviness to it. It's a heavy song. Every single part of the song written in, it's meant to feel like a lead weight as you're listening to it. Every major beat has this lurching step to it. The song kind of lurches forward at every single step. The song, even though there are bright moments, just has this emotional heaviness to it that, in terms of title tracks, On and Off hadn't done up until this point. And that's super cool to see. Wow, hold on, give me that first chorus again. That transition too, the pre-chorus, definitely helps in the dark and dramatic element because it is sinister. It is mysterious. The way you just hear it, and it's you just hear a monotone top line, this string section white noise just slowly develop in the background and get louder and louder, and then brief moment of silence, big hit. Every major beat, heavy. It's not light on its feet like Complete. It's and the fact that the members are in kind of constant turmoil with each other if the two members are shown on camera. Yeah. I see what you're all putting down. Okay, I see ya. Wow, part 1 was a journey and a half, wasn't it? Their debut stuff is actually... I didn't know We Must Love was that early on in their careers. It feels like a song that's been a sound that's been honed in over the years. Doesn't feel like the third release at all. And On Off, the debut songs are always really interesting to judge because, it's their starting point and everything's kind of going to be based off of that. But Complete is kind of a shocker for me. Complete is a song that I will immediately playlist and jam along to. And then Why is a work of art. It's very simple to follow, yet very complex musically, which makes listening to it very fun. And yeah, I see why it was very well received and very well recommended by my Monster era. But that is it for part 1. Honestly, the origin story has been kind of fun. A lot more information than I was expecting, but we're making progress. Next era up, we've got Succumvit Swimming, Beautiful Beautiful Ugly Dance, and Popping. I reckon it's gonna be a little bit of a journey. So if you're interested in following along the journey, part 2 should be out. If it isn't out already, it'll be out pretty soon enough. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But as for part 1, that is it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me. Say let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day-to-day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.